2 days ago, I was in Kfar Aza down south near the Gaza border where a true massacre occurred. 2 days, I was numb, couldn't feel what I saw. Today, I woke up angry. And I woke up angry because I'm kind of done with the hate. I'm kind of done with the deniers on my feed, who I block. I'm done with people who cannot see the truth. But let me tell you something. There are ardent supporters of Hamas following me. Following lots of people, spreading lies, believing the lies that have nothing to do with the Palestinians and the Israelis. It's all about hatred of the Jewish people. And let me tell you something. I'm angry, but at the same time, I'm strong. And we're strong. We're not going to back down. We're not going to stay quiet. We're not going to run away. We're not going to crawl under the ground like your beautiful Hamas people who built tunnels underneath refugee camps that are hundreds of kilometers long while their people suffer. We're going to live above ground. We're going to speak above ground. We're going to create and build above ground. You're going to destroy, we're going to rebuild. Not because of you, but just because who we are. Yeah, the Jewish people have been victims. We absolutely have been victims. But you know what? We've been victims, and we build, and we create, and we make, and we improve. And yes, motherfuckers, yes, we do bomb. We do kill people in a war. When people are out to destroy us and to take away our country, to try and replace our country, we will fight you. And children will die, and women will die, and it's awful. But the onus is not on us, the onus is on Hamas. And the more you keep spreading their lies, the more you keep preaching Jew hatred or supporting something which you know nothing about, the more we will fight you, the more we will speak up, the more we will galvanize, the more we will rise up, the more we will stand up, the more that we will fucking take you on. Because that's who we are. There are 15, maybe 16 million of us. That's it. That's how many people we are on the planet. And look at us. We're not backing down. We're not giving up. We're not going anywhere. None of the Jewish people watching this are going anywhere. So you can try and continue to shut us down. We can be on the receiving end of the hatred, and we can be absolutely annihilated on social media right now. But we've been around for a long time. We're going to be around for a long time. And the haters are going to disappear. And those who love life and who build and create and contribute and make and try and enlighten by living as opposed to preaching death and celebrating death, you can spin it all you want. You can spin it all you want. But the truth is, that is the Jewish people. Not answering to anybody, but just doing what we do. And some of you can't stand it. Get over it or fuck off. We're not going to change who we are. We're not going to crawl into holes. I'm out here. My people are out here. We want peace. We want dignity. We want life. We want coexistence. We want all of that stuff. But we want it with people who want it as well. And anyone who doesn't want that with us, yeah, there is going to be war. Just like there was World War II. You had one side who were haters, who were trying to destroy and control and oppress. And then there were those who were fighting it. And they bombed, and they killed, and they won. And then what did they do? They rebuilt. They rebuilt their enemies even. That's what the Allies did with Germany. That's what the Allies did with Japan. Israel will win. The Jewish people will win. There is no other way this is going to play out. And when we do, we're going to be looking for partners who believe in coexistence. And then you will look back. Those of you who are supporting the Palestinian cause, which I have always supported, always, you will wake up to the fact that you have been fooled. You have been played. You think this is about Israel oppressing people as opposed to radical Islam trying to distort reality and make you think that this is about conflict. It's not. This is about them wanting to control everything. And they're coming for you. They're coming for you. Just like they're coming for us. They're not going to beat us. They might beat you. They're not going to beat us. So when they come knocking on your door, remember what we're telling you. Or join us now. See the bigger picture. Understand that this is about an ideology that must be fought, just like Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Look at what happened on 9/11. This is no different. They want you to think it's about Israel and Palestine. Nothing to do with it. Which doesn't mean that Israelis and the Jewish people do not want to live in peace. Why the fuck would we not want to live in peace? You think I don't have better things to do than be talking about this all day long on social media? You think we don't have better things to do than to send our soldiers to defend ourselves? We've got better things to do. And we do that as well. We put technology into the world. We put medical ailments into the world. Art into the world. And those who could be our neighbors could be doing the exact same thing, and they could have been doing it a long time ago. But even though the Jewish people are victims, we are victims, but we make, we build, we create, we put good stuff out there into the world. And it's time that the Palestinians stopped being only victims and started doing the same thing. They need to change leadership, and the world needs to support them by seeing the bigger picture and not buying into the hype that this is all our fault. At some stage, people need to take responsibility. And by the way, Israel takes responsibility. We take responsibility for everything that we're doing. And when we don't believe in our leadership, we go to the streets. When we don't believe in a government, we change the government. We vote. Pisses me off. But we're going to win. Because the truth always does. Because the light always does. How many people are going to be killed in the meantime on our side, on their side? That's a whole story. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a sheep. Do the work. Learn. Don't just listen to one narrative. You know, I don't read one news source. I read 10 newspapers a day. And then I use my brain to figure out what's going on. I don't just listen and accept everything. The Israelis are oppressors, genocide, apartheid. Bullshit. You just go to any reliable news source and you'll see that we have Arab members that were in the Knesset. We have Arab doctors in hospitals. We have an Arab Israeli in the Supreme Court. Palestinians, their numbers in Israel, Israeli Arabs, have risen over the past 75 years to around 2 million people. That's not genocide, that's fact. You know, to those who are lapping up this hatred and these words, genocide and apartheid and oppression, which are very easy words to say. You're lazy generation. It's more complicated. It requires work and thinking and speaking to people to understand what's really going on. And if these people weren't so lazy, they might stop and think for a second. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you?